after, I think, okay, it was when I was doing my hair this morning. I was like, can you help me straighten my hair? Can you help me straighten the back? She was like, oh, she wants to do her hair. I was like, okay, cool. So as she was doing her hair, she now said, sometimes you should just be curious about certain things. She said, why can't you just be curious about things? That I'm not doing my hair well, I'm not straightening it properly. And I said, why didn't you just say, maybe you're not straightening it properly? Why did you have to say, why you should be curious? Like, why are you trying to make me... Do you understand? What's that? Just
Okay,
sometimes
she's
you
trying
like...
to murder you.
Do you understand? Just say something and say, Amelia, that's not how to straighten it, we're straightening like this. And that's how I know how to straighten. That's how I'm straightening for my house. Do you understand? So it don't make sense. You want to try and be giving
Like,
teach trainer as if you are one kind of professional. Even if self, it's where you talk to people.
Yes,
you don't just that's disrespectful. You can't say that to me. And I cleared that immediately. She was like, she now said, you always take everything. You always think everybody's coming for you. I just walked out.
How is that everybody coming for you?
I didn't answer. Like, can you imagine that one? I don't even have that time.
Okay, so apparently Mide and Dede had a little bit of fallout this morning. And before this fallout, for the past some days, I've been noticing Mide and Dede's friendship has not really been that close. I was now beginning to see a pattern between Dede and Joanna. So she was now following Joanna more than Mide. So I was bothered and wondering what could the problem be. But I kept following up the issue. And this morning's one was when the both of them went to the salon in the morning. So at the salon, where they sat there, they stood up and they were coiling their hair. So I think Mide now told Dede to help her do her hair. So the statement Dede used on her was one thing she did not like. So to her, as you heard her, she felt that statement was not necessary. Dede would just have said, hey, you can't do it or something, instead of using that statement to make it look as if the girl doesn't know anything she's doing, or she's just useless or worthless like that. And boom, the thing started and so on. So even before now, they had already had issue. As I said, I've been noticing Dede and Joanna instead of Mide. So later, Mide now said, even yesterday at the Saturday night party, Dede came to meet her for them to dance. Yes, say, can we dance? She now felt reluctant and said no, feeling not happy. Then Dede now asked her, from a scale of 1 to 10, what number will you choose for how you are angry with me? So Mide now choose 20 instead of 10 over 10. That will mean she's very angry. So 20 over 10 means she's over extra angry with her. Very, very well. So they didn't have time to talk, and this one happened. So, but one thing with friendship is definitely there must be fights, and totally you guys must have to fight to know yourself more. Yes, because even a father and a mother, parents fight, siblings. Parents come from different places to come and marry and become, but siblings, you give birth to them they are from one distance, but they still fight. So when they fight, you don't say, oh, me as your elder brother, I fight with my younger brother, I am no longer going to be your brother again, I'm leaving you, I'm unbothering you. No. You guys will fight and settle. So for Mide and then Dede's fight, I really understand it's bound to happen, because as you guys are together every time there are sometimes you play some kind of play and the other person will not want it, based on the fact that you guys just met in 2 weeks. Today makes it the 3 weeks that you guys met. Yes, today make it 3 weeks. Today will now start counting the week 4. So you can understand that they are still you are still trying to know yourself. So that is understandable. With time, you guys will know yourself, and after knowing yourself, the next thing will now be understanding yourself. But even with the fight and the quarrel, when Dede and Kola were together this afternoon and they spoke, Dede told Kola that if Dede wins the head of house, she's not going to carry any of her 3 fishes. She's not going to carry Kola. She's not going to carry Jason J. She's not going to carry Coin as a guest in the head of house lunch. But instead, she's going to pick a girl. So Kola now said, that will be Mide. So what if Mide does not accept? She now said, if Mide doesn't accept, I'm going to pick another lady. Kola said, well, fair enough. Thank God you told me earlier. You gave me Edson so that make you no good one and call embarrassing for the whole public. So that was a nice one. And it is clear, very, very clear, that Dede doesn't have any ill feelings towards her friend Mide, even with the fight that happened and so on. But she doesn't have any misfeeling or any ill feeling towards her. She still see her as a friend. She still consider her as a friend. She still feels they can still work out things. I just know that Mide is hot because I think for Mide, she has been keeping it in her mind, and it has been getting much. So it is much for her. Why for Dede? As she gets pissed, she confronts it out, and they just forget about it. And except for person that is not close to her, like the likes of Sultana and others, that she just ignore them and commode them for certain. But if you are close to her, as it happens, she give it to you, you guys move. For Mide, she has been bottling it, and she has to boom bring everything out, which is not a bad thing. People have different way of reacting to things. So now it's now left for the both of them to just sit down. Dede, come. Mide, come. You guys sit down, talk about what is happening, iron out your issues 100%, and see how everything can be resolved. Because that friendship is one friendship that started on a good note in that house. Yes, the friendship was not based on other people, wasn't based on to discuss others. It was for their own self, because they saw that it's like the both of us will match coming to the house. So they try to work things out, which I think they can still work things out without issues. And for Bright Morgan, you have a role to play, because your girlfriend and our own friend are quarreling, and the best thing you can do is to see how you can settle them. Yes, Bright Morgan and Kola, because in that regard, Kola is the closest person to these people, which is Bright Morgan and Mide. So Kola should come out. Let's sit down. What is the problem? Say your mind. What is the problem? Say your mind. Then after saying their mind, you guys can now sit them down, let them understand what is happening. Boom, 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 boom. Settle the issues, and everybody is going to be fine. So at the end of the day, all of them go dey fine, because two of them they give themselves gist. If Mide hear a gist from my boyfriend angle, she go bring her come tell Dede go understand. And Dede, if Dede hear, Dede know they hear too much things. Now then Mide they bring come give her much. So Dede. Okay, maybe that's why Dede was telling Coin that if anything they saw, make you they tell me. But the way your friend go still tell you, go still dey different from how Coin go tell you. So please, Dede and Mide, settle your differences. Otherwise, more different parties will begin to come in, begin to tell you people something. Before you know, the small gap will begin to open, and boom, everything don't cast. But at the end of the day, una dey big house, and it's still a game. Don't forget, it is a game. Everything you do, remember the game aspect of everything. See you.